Welcome, Virgo. I'm your master cosmologist and the head cheerleader to the stars. I'm here to deliver a May 2025 tarot and energy forecast for your zodiac sign. I'll be working with the 𝗼𝗀𝗀 Togetherness Quilt Oracle, the Oracle of the Roses, and the Goddess of Love Tarot. When I hit record, I was given a song, which is by 𝗵𝗂𝗋𝗵𝗀. I'm not sure the proper pronunciation of her first name, 𝗠𝗚𝗚, 𝗠𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚. So it's spelled P-E-I-A, the first name. The song is called Blessed We Are, and the lyrics go, remember why you came here, remember your life is sacred. It talks about remembering who you are and also remembering your soul song, which would be akin to your service, your heart mission, your embodied work in the world. Kind of leads into the topics that I channeled for all signs for the month of May. There were two concepts that came through across the board. The first is a term that I coined. Never heard anyone else use it thus far, so I'm going to claim the coinage there. The word is called, or is horticulture. The word is horticulture, which is a combination of heart and horticulture. It's extremely important that we get in tune with our hearts in the month of May and really nurture ourselves from the inside out, tuning into our native spirit, using our heart as our GPS, and then really feeding and nourishing the soul and the heart with activities that are enriching and valuable to us, that are special to us as an individual, which leads me to the second concept, which is mana. Mana is soul food. We could also think of mana as the very nutrient-dense star qualities that flow from the Milky Way. This is as essential as the food that we eat, the physical food. And when we lack it, we aren't being a good gardener of our vessel, of our heart, and of our soul. This is at the basis of wellness, which Virgo rules, and your earth sign is Pisces. Pisces knows all about soul deprivation. We don't want to be soul deprived any longer. Let's go into cards and see what comes up for you. I'm going to start with the whatever's on the bottom here. Okay, that is a very depressing scene, and it is the opposite of what I just was articulating. This is what our culture, our treatment of ourselves has been, where we attack our heart, where we go counter to our very heart compass. And what it does is it leaves our soul garden a desolate, bleak, depleted wasteland. That's really powerful that you guys got that, because like I said, Virgo is the sign that rules nurses and medical care and wellness and health checks. You know, it's like if we don't have this very basic thing down, nobody has vitality, nobody has spunk, nobody has joie de vivre, which is joy of life. We're just whittling down and emaciating and going to the grave in this very sad. Yeah, I just keep hearing wasting. There's something about wasting, like a wasting syndrome, when we stab ourselves in the heart, when we don't listen to the heart, when we break our heart, when we go against it, when we violate it. What else? The 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀 and the sovereign. The 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀 is the Hierophant. And the sovereign is the Emperor in this deck, actually. I'm getting a very masculine, old world, old school. This feels very much like a doctor. This feels very much like the patriarchy. Let me get one other card because it feels incomplete. Actually, two came out. How do we want to lay these? It feels like the story. Okay, so I'm going to explain it this way. I got it laid out in this order. I've got the Emperor, the Sovereign, the Hierophant in the middle, and the Crone of Wands on the side. This is old world, and it's going down in flames because it has gone to the extreme of causing this, like an entropic state or a wasting state or feeling depleted, not nurtured, undernourished. And the new wisdom that's onboarding right now, the new school of thought, like the new wellness professional, is not a doctor. That's akin to a butcher. Read the definition of doctor and tell me if you want that individual anywhere near your body. The thing that's booting up right now is this beautiful, feminine, kundalini, sacral fire, this new charged heart, this new charged body, this new charged solar battery. And when we convert off of this old depletion, I'm also hearing consumerism over and over and over again. When we convert off of that, then we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands over here is very holistic. I actually, if we could imagine this with 12 wands instead of 8, like a zodiac wheel, it would be very holistic. But the circle does imply a holistic wellness care routine. How important that is. And you, Virgos, are the masters of that field, of that aspect of life, of self-care, of proper nutrition, proper. What I'm basically saying here is that this is a holistic routine that doesn't leave anything out. There's not one piece of the pie that gets left off the table. It has to be well-rounded. Interesting, there's a radial axial quality to this as well. But that's the old school, that's the doctoring, the butchering, and this is the physician, the role of the physician, where we know that a being has to have all pieces, all facets of their life to feel well, to feel whole. And that's where that horticulture comes in. Are you spending time with friends that you love? Are you taking your dog for a hike? Are you making sure that you get out your paints on Sunday? Are you sitting in the sun and going for a swim? Those are all mana. Those are all horticulture. That is the physician's recommendations. It's not take this pill. It's not have this surgery, go get butchered. It's how's your life quality, you know? What are you missing? I will draw something. Do I have a pen? Oh, I got a pencil over here. That feels like Virgo science or Virgoism, like a Virgo quality thing, which is you've got this zodiac wheel or this pie shape, right? It's not exactly a zodiac wheel, but if you've got all these aspects of your life and the quality in each category is not fully inflated or pretty well-rounded and equal, you have an imbalanced system. You have a tire that's lumpy and the wheel doesn't spin properly, which is the functioning gears of your totality in your body, right? So if we were to grade, sorry, the dot's not in the center, which is looking confusing. If all of these lines were, say, friends and love and nutrition, each one represented a different aspect that's essential, is an essential vitamin, element, key, piece to the well-being of a human, of a soul. If you graded yourself low, imagine you were firing on all cylinders, your wheel would look like this, but most of us actually have this lumpy kind of thing that we're rolling around in, which is our body, right? We treat our body like doo-doo, like shit. And then we end up feeling like this, all dented and dinged and not well hydrated, not getting good. You catch my drift, right? So we want to make sure that all of those aspects are attended to. And one of the biggest failings is to check in with our heart. It's like, do I need more work or do I need more friend time? Do I need more TV or do I actually need to go take a swim today? Do I need to go play kickball? That's where these cards are going. Let's go with a rose. So I guess if I could condense the meaning of the message for you specifically, Virgo, is you guys are in charge of this. You lead the way. You display this for everyone else. It's not micromanaging your calories and your calorie counter and weighing yourself 10 times this week on the scale and crunching the numbers of how many reps you did and how many grams of fat were in that. That's like neurotic, this stuff. That's not good wellness. I'm not saying health either, because health scare, we aren't doing health scare. This is the health scare card. Like, heart attack, cardiac arrest. Like, I wonder why we have those things. Because we're stressed and we're not happy and we're not treating ourselves like this holistic, beautiful garden, right? Yeah, you guys can take us away from health scare to good quality physician of the soul, wellness, education. Hands off too, like no more manipulating people's bodies and digging around in them and severing them and butchering them. And we don't need that. That's barbaric. The sage. Yes, you are. This has both a preacher, like proactively reaching people with this sage advice, and also, just fell so flat. There was two qualities there. It was kind of being the educator, the Hierophant, and also, oh, the other half was the living embodiment of it. You can't just talk the talk. You have to proactively be the example. There's something about you becoming a living example of well-rounded wellness and giving sage advice, not through preaching at anyone, because you have Earth in Pisces and you can be prone to that, being very dogmatic. And I told you, you didn't get 30 grams of protein in today, you know, like that's old school Virgo. This is just, you look good. You feel good. You are an embodiment of great self-care. Let's get another rose here. The Lover. I like that. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. The Bourbon Rose. Old Garden Rose. Her is the original gardener. I'll pull the deck out. The deck guide, I should say. It says the deepening of feelings and attachments are indicated, as well as the opportunity for freedom and adventure. To love is to become passionate about a person, goal, or entity. And when emotions are raised to the level of love, we can sometimes lose ourselves in the process. Okay, one of the indications I'm getting here is that you're losing yourself because you're so stuck in this old kind of dogmatic Virgo nature that you are not tapping your passion. You're not passionate. It's reading to me as how can you be your greatest lover in the month of May and reignite your own passions? Do you love to paint in nature? Then grab your paintbrush, that magic wand, and go do your landscape portraits, you know? Do you love to hike? Grab a hiking stick and climb this little, looks kind of like a volcano down there. Yeah, like the volcano is extinguished, it's extinct, it's dormant, and we need Pele, fire, active volcano, passion roiling around in that Virgo. Virgo can be very dull, very plain, mundane, boring, dare I say. And that's very generic and very stereotypical. It's not the entirety of what Virgos behave like by any means. However, if we had to pick a wallflower or, you know, the one who's sitting on the sidelines, it's definitely Virgo. It's come through, actually. This is the third month in a row where Virgo is being encouraged to live it up more. Really let your childlike wonder and your goofy, playful side out more. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself in a plain, boring facade. We know you have spunk and attitude and all kinds of depth and layers. You're multifaceted. It says, be wary that obsessions do not come into play. It's definitely something you guys can fall into, which would lead into this territory. They dedicate themselves to following their emotions and prioritizing their feelings with a verb for adventure and daring. Even when you feel like you maybe don't want to, there's an encouragement here to add more adventure and daring into your life. Take more risks, go a different way to work. If you always drive, ride your bike, it's going to add more variety, and variety is the spice of life. And I'm also cluing into some self-esteem checkups. Where is that critical nature causing self-harm and inflicting internal damage that's really dinging your self-esteem and creating this situation in your body? I'm going to pull a quilt oracle card and wrap up your message. Celebrating diversity. It says, attend cultural events to broaden your horizons and deepen your understanding of inclusivity. Pisces, your Earth in Pisces, is the realm of diversity. Virgo can get very, have a propensity to only include yourself in certain spaces, boxes, certain types of people, where this is actually saying it might revive you, it might reignite you to get out of your comfort zone and do something so drastically different that you wouldn't even think to do it. If there is a cultural food festival in your town, and that's something that you would normally take a hard pass on, go. Try a new dance style. Latin ballroom dancing. Hello, Virgo's there. Virgo's signing up. Speaking a new language, traveling to a new country, getting outside of your mundane, your routine. Oh, yeah. There's something mostly about your routine. It's gotten the opposite of diverse. It could use a little more diversity in there, and that's going to broaden your horizons and actually get you charged up and spunky and passionate again. Virgo, I hope that was helpful for you. I will be doing one for you next month in June, so I hope you join me then. Bye.